Welcome to Gridiron Ring, live right here on Periscope. College football, Penn State Blue-White game 2019. Live reactions, play-by-play coming up next. But first, be sure to share this live reaction stream on social media, along with hitting that little like, and super heart button down below. Also, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, Coolhand Luke 96, on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Periscope, and the website. So go check out Gridiron Ring's website. All the links are in the descriptions of the videos over on the YouTube channel. So I'm testing out the audio only broadcast here on Periscope this evening. Let me know down in the chat what you guys think about this. First time testing it out, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Hopefully you guys can hear me, but like I was saying, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, Coolhand Luke 96, on social media. Gridring 18 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Coolhand Luke 96 right here on Periscope and over on Twitter. And then subscribe on YouTube. And then if you have any chat questions or comments, be sure to drop those in the comment section below. So, live reactions, play-by-play of some spring football. Penn State Nittany Lions Blue-White game 2019 coming up here within the next probably 15-20 seconds, as I am currently watching the Big Ten Network. The game is on tape delay. It actually already took place, but I myself, Coolhand Luke 96, I do not know what happened over in Happy Valley. I was actually surprised I'd even go to the game today, but you know, I've been to a couple of them in the past before, and I've been to about 75 regular season games in my lifetime up to this point anyway, so really no big deal. But the future is bright for Penn State and a lot of other college football teams. And if you guys have any questions or comments about your favorite college football team or an NFL team that you like, football in general this evening, I know a lot of stuff's going on right now with the Masters going to be wrapping up tomorrow. The NBA playoffs just began today. Stanley Cup playoffs are also going on. Nascar at Richmond just started a few moments ago as well. UFC 236 tonight too. But if you guys have any chat questions or comments about football in general, and you guys want me to answer those, be sure to drop those in the chat below. But yeah, I'm currently watching the Big Ten Network. Like I said, game's on tape delay. Going to be coming up here. It's about 8 o'clock here on the East Coast in the great US of A. And Michigan State spring game winding down here. And I believe the green just defeated the white, if I'm not mistaken. I missed the score there down at the bottom because I'm not really paying attention to it, because I'm getting ready for the Penn State Blue-White game here coming up. Like I said, it's on tape delay. It took place at 3 o'clock this afternoon, but like I said, I do not know what happened whatsoever. So somewhat excited. Obviously, first time seeing Penn State play and first time seeing football in general. 42-26 was the final. Michigan State green over white. So go green, go white for all you Spartan fans. But first time in about 3.5 months that college football has been on. Spring games, a couple of them last week, a couple of them within the past month or so as well, in the warmer places around the country. But with spring in full effect now across the US of A, especially here in the Northeast, right here in Happy Valley, weather's been nice as of late, and Easter next weekend, so hopefully everybody has a happy Easter. I will be live right here on Periscope doing live reactions, play-by-play of the WWE Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live episodes of the Superstar Shakeup this Monday and Tuesday, so be sure to tune back in. Chat questions and comments, guys, greatly appreciated. So if you're listening right now, drop those in the chat section below. And we'll be getting started here very, very shortly with the 2019 Penn State Blue and White game. Penn State actually lost to Kentucky in the Citrus Bowl back on January 1st. In Kentucky, I saw they had their spring game, their blue and white game, because they're Their colors are also blue and white. They had that recently. Like I said, a lot of spring games going on right now, and they'll conclude within the next couple weeks. And the spring game is the end of spring camp, and then the players with spring classes winding down as well. They'll go off for summer break, but most of them will stick around for summer workouts before fall camp starts, end of July, early August, before the season gets underway at the end of August. I actually saw as well that Florida and Miami, they were supposed to play each other week 1 in Orlando. But however, that game got bumped up to week 0 in college football this year. And that'll be played on, I believe it's August 24th, the exact date. Football, it's going to be here before you know it. Football season, NFL preseason by that point will be going on as well. There's James Franklin getting off the blue bus. There's Caroline Kiger, the new Penn State women's basketball coach. Matt Millen as well, arriving to Beaver Stadium here earlier today. Congrats to him. Great to see that he's doing well. He had a heart transplant on Christmas Eve, so what a Christmas miracle that was. So there's part of the blue band, Franklin on the field with some of his Nittany Lions. Blue-white game, so some of the roster on the blue squad, some on the white. Penn State, they lost quarterback Trace McSorley. Lost a lot of other guys, too, as a lot of college programs do. There's Lisa Byington. She's going to be on the call alongside former Penn State great, former Oakland Raider, Washington Redskin, and, well, he played for the LA Raiders. Yeah, LA Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Washington Redskins, and former San Francisco 49er great, Matt Millen. As I said, he had a heart transplant this past Christmas, so he's going to be calling his first game in almost a year. But like I said, a lot of teams lose a lot of great players to the NFL year in and year out. Penn State losing one of the best quarterbacks in program history, Trace McSorley, now to the NFL. I heard he actually just worked out for the Texans, and he's going to be working out for the Eagles next week. Miles Sanders also gone, so on the offensive side for the blue and white, as the blue and white game coming up on Tick Delay right now on the Big Ten Network. If you have the BTN channel and you guys want to listen along while I do my live reactions play-by-play, you can tune into that as well. But quarterback competition is going to be the talk around Happy Valley here from now until the start of the regular season when Penn State hosts Idaho week 1. They also play Buffalo and Pittsburgh in non-conference this year before getting into conference play in the Big Ten. One of the toughest conferences in all of college football, with Iowa and Nebraska and Wisconsin out west, and Ohio State, Michigan, and Michigan State in the East. Big Ten East, one of the toughest divisions in all of college football. So get into, and like I said, if you guys have chat questions and comments, let me know in the comment section below. I'll get to those here in a second. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and watching. Like I said, I'm testing out this audio-only broadcast here this evening for the 2019 Penn State Blue-White game. So hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. Let me know if you guys can hear me all loud and clear. And if you, like I said earlier, if you have any questions about your favorite college football teams or NFL teams, I'll be happy to answer those as well. So once again, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching Penn State Blue-White 2019 coming up very, very shortly. Like I was saying, quarterback competition is going to be the talk around Happy Valley here from now until the start of the regular season. We got Tommy Stevens, number 2, coming back. Sean Clifford as well. I believe, and I think a lot of people can agree with me on this as well, that those two are going to be the two main quarterbacks going in that could potentially, that will probably win the starting job for the Week 1 game versus Idaho. Also have Will Levis, who changed numbers. A lot of guys have been changing numbers. Ricky Slade went from 4 to 3. Journey Brown from 32 to Sladesville number 4. Will Levis third string quarterback on the Blue squad. He went from number 17 to 7. And then on the White squad, we got 3 true freshman quarterbacks who enrolled back in January. Number 9, Taquan Robinson, a 5'11", 190-pound true freshman from New Jersey. Also, Michael Johnson Jr. from the great state of Oregon. Former Penn State wideout Juwan Johnson at the University of Oregon playing for the Ducks. So good luck to him in his final season of eligibility up in Eugene. Hopefully they can contend for the Pac-12 once again, make college football the great sport that it is. Isaac Rummery from right here in Clearfield, Pennsylvania, walking on over at Penn State, wearing number 19. He should get some playing time today, I would think. And like I said, I'm testing out this audio-only broadcast here on Periscope this evening. So let me know in the chat how you guys think it's going. We'll get started here with the Blue-White game here once they come back from commercial. Running back as well, Noah Kane, true freshman running back on the White squad, along with somebody else on the White squad I noticed earlier at running back. Oh, C.J. Holmes. C.J. Holmes, a former Notre Dame running back, transferred to Penn State a couple years ago. Really hasn't played a whole lot because they had Saquon for a while. Saquon Barkley, now former Nittany Lion, playing for the New York Football Giants, NFL Rookie of the Year this past year. And then they had Miles Sanders last year, who's gearing up for the NFL draft this year. So here come the Penn State Nittany Lions. They're in the tunnel, about ready to take the field here at Beaver Stadium. Like I said, this is on tape delay. It already took place. Like I said, I have no clue what happened. I have no clue who won, whether blue won or white won. Penn State won regardless, but that's what happens during these spring games. So James Franklin getting interviewed. Always great to be in Beaver Stadium, and damn right it is. Like I said, I was surprised I didn't end up going, but I've been to, I believe, about 2 or 3 Blue-White games in my career, in my lifetime, along with about 70, 75 regular season games.
Specifically the quarterbacks, how are you evaluating that position? Yeah, it's going to be hard because Tommy won't go today.
Tommy Stevens will not play. Going to be hard to determine the starting quarterback. They'll keep the quarterback competition going from now until fall camp. I can guarantee you that. They normally do when they have a quarterback competition over in State College. And this is really Franklin's first quarterback competition that he has had since arriving here to Penn State back in 2014, because when he came, Christian Hackenberg was a starting quarterback. He was starting quarterback for 2 years, and then Trace McSorley stepped in. He was backing up Pack, who now is out of a job because the AAF went under. We'll have to see what happens with all those players if they wind up in the NFL next year, the XFL, and that starts up in about a year. So let's see the... Hold on a second. Let me rewind that. Game format, 4 11-minute quarters. Running clock will stop at each possession change and during a called penalty. And the final 2 minutes of each half will have regular game timing. Ricky Ronnie, the offensive coordinator, Brent Fry, the defensive coordinator. So we'll see what happens here. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, because they got a lot of new faces, a lot of fresh talent on the roster this year after losing some guys to the NFL. Like I said, a lot of guys lose. A lot of teams, a lot of college programs lose players to the NFL year in and year out. Penn State finished 9-3 in the regular season last year. They lost to Ohio State, Michigan State, and Michigan. And then they lost to Kentucky in the Citrus Bowl to finish at 9-4.
Yeah, probably not. You know, all we have to do, Lisa, is say Lisa's on the sideline and start the clouds moving. Why does at least get all the good weather? That's not fair. You see
Seems like they had good attendance over there today. Weather was all right today, so to go see the blue and white in person for the first time in a couple of months, believe me, people, if this game was in the middle of the week, people would be taking off work to go see this. There's Rafael Checa, number 90, already kick off. Kickoff by himself. No one on the kickoff team except for him. He's wearing a white jersey. He kicks off from right to left. And Penn State will return it from the goal line. Not going to get tackled. He could have returned that the entire way. That was number 1, KJ Hamler on the return. He'll be the number 1 wide receiver for Penn State this year, along with being one of the kick and punt returners as well. Sean Clifford going to get things started here for the Blue Squad, even though he's wearing a white jersey, because Tommy Stevens is not playing.
And so this would be our first look at Sean Clifford at quarterback. Ricky Slade gets the start for the blue team. You may see Sean Clifford there wearing the white jersey.
From the 35-yard line, let's see what happens. We got trips here to the near side. 4 11-minute quarters, so 10-10 to play in the first already. Shotgun. Clifford looking up top to number 3, Ricky Slade. Complete for a couple yards. Going to be second down.
Redshirt sophomore has said really in the spring season to the local media, this is my time to prove to everyone that I can play.
Yeah, what he really proved already is he's bigger, faster, and stronger. So physically, he's gotten better.
Clifford and shotgun once again. Fakes the give to Slade. Passes to number 87, the tight end, Pat Fryermuth, in the flat here near side, but he drops it incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up.
He's got great size. He's a good blocker. He's getting better as things are going, but he's natural with catching the ball.
Fryermuth in the slot up top now. Slade to the right of Clifford in shotgun. Jahan Dotson also at wide receiver. Clifford over the middle. Pass intended to KJ Hamler, number 1 at midfield, but he dropped it incomplete. So the Blue Squad will punt. So we'll get to see some young freshman quarterbacks here getting things started for the White. Will it be Roberson, number 9, Michael Johnson, number 13, or Isaac Rummery, number 19? Blue Squad punts, no one on the return on defense.
That was the best on the receiving side for Penn State last year. Ireland had the 8 touchdowns. That was the best on the team last
So
year.
White will have it at the 22-yard line.
The Big Ten in terms of tight ends, and it was second in the country. So now this will be our first look here at the White team offense going against the blue defense. So remember,
Once again, first time I am seeing this game in person. I did not listen to it on the radio earlier either, so I have no clue what the hell is going to happen here. Taquan Roberson, number 9, taking over Trace McSorley's number, will get things started for the White Squad. He hands off, number 21, that is Noah Kane, the true freshman running back from the Orange State of Florida. Early enrollees, Brandon Smith, Adiza Isaac, Keaton Ellis from State College, Noah Kane, who gets another handoff for a couple out to the 33-yard line. So first down, 8 minutes to play in the opening quarter of this 2019 Penn State Blue-White spring game. They say Noah Kane is actually from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Played his college or high school ball, though, in Orlando at the IMG Academy. He gets another carry. A couple yards, going to be second down. He could potentially win the job, to be honest with you. They have Ricky Slade, Journey Brown, as I said, who both switch numbers But then you have Noah Cain, and to me, it's a lot like what happened back in 2015 when Saquon Barkley was a freshman, and then he took the starting job by mid-season and just ran away with it before getting drafted number 2 overall last year in the NFL draft, and then winning the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year last year. So 3rd and 4. Roberson and shotgun 4 wide. White squad going from right to left across your television and radio dial. Roberson looking to throw over the middle, incomplete. I believe that was intended for number 83, Alex Honenstein from Central High School in Martinsburg, Pennsylvania. Roberson talking with a couple assistant coaches. Juwan Sider, running back coach. 4th and 4, White will punt. And Blue will let it bounce at the 31 before Hamler picks it up and runs off and away, but it's a spring game. There's not going to be any tackling on the quarterbacks or on any of the returns. So they're going to go to commercial. And I'm going to be on here for the next about hour and 45 minutes because this game's going to be on for about 2 hours. I'm actually a little bit behind. Now I'm back to live TV. So, still at a commercial. Alright, still at a commercial. And once again, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching. Like I said, I'm doing audio-only broadcast here this evening, just testing it out, seeing what it's like. Hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. I normally do an actual live stream. You know, you see me in person. You'll get to see that on Monday and this upcoming Tuesday for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live Superstar Shakeup. But tonight, I figured, you know, what the hell, I'd try it out and, you know, see what it was like. Because, like I said, I've never done this before. So, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, whether you guys like it or not, I'm basically going to do it, you know, because I want to. But hopefully you guys are enjoying. If you have chat questions or comments, let me know in the comment section below. I actually just came back over to Periscope last Friday night with NXT TakeOver New York because the night before I found out that due to YouTube's new policy stating that they changed the threshold, you have to have 1,000 subscribers to stream on mobile. Once again, I unfortunately only have about 370 subscribers on Gridiron Ring's YouTube channel. I made the decision to switch back over to Periscope once again. So live streaming obviously right here on Periscope, and we're watching the 2019 Penn State Blue-White game. So hopefully you guys are enjoying. Blue will have the ball once again for the second time. Sean Clifford still in at quarterback. There's Patrick Chambers, Penn State's men's basketball coach, and I'm surprised he's still here, but he is. We should have fired him, but oh well. They did hire a new women's basketball coach. They hired Carolyn Kiger away from Marquette, and if she has the same success Buzz Williams did after leaving Marquette for Virginia Tech, he actually just left Vol Tech to go to Texas A&M, as Sean Clifford hands off to Ricky Slade, number 3, on 1st down and 10 for a gain of about 4, going to be second down. But if she has the same success Buzz did after he left Marquette, Penn State women's basketball is going to be back. 2nd and 4, fake the give to Ricky Slade, pass over the middle on the slant, incomplete, intended for number 6. That's Cam Sullivan Brown, if I'm not mistaken. Cam Brown. Trips up top, Nick Bowers, 83, the tight end in the slot, near side to the closer to the offensive line. Clifford gonna throw over the middle, intended for Bowers, and that pass is complete at the 48-yard line to the former Katanning standout. Right on the money, in between two defenders. Perfect pass from Sean Clifford, the big red dog, number 14 for the Penn State Nittany Lions. Clifford looking to throw once again. Going to roll out here near side and run it for a couple. Gets a couple. Got about 3 yards on that before the refs blew the whistle. As I said, quarterbacks and returnees, you cannot tackle them in spring games. So 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's just a freshman. He's very talented. He's got a lot to learn. But the beginning of spring to the end of spring, you saw a big sign of improvement with him.
Lost the offensive lineman and Connor McGovern and Ryan Bates. Shane Walker played about 4 games last year.
From midfield, shotgun handoff to Ricky Slade. He makes a cut up top. Got about 2 yards on the carry. 3rd down. 3:33 to play in the opening quarter.
Every play is like your last play. You can't just kind of lollygag through stuff. So you have to have that kind of intensity on every play. Now he has it. He just doesn't have it every play. That will change.
What's happening, Tom?
That left tackle spot is up for grabs.
Thanks for tuning in.
So, too, you could argue is
3rd and
the
6.
spot.
Clifford looking to throw over the middle. Complete. Nick Bowers at the 30-yard line. 25-20, gets tackled to the 15. Going to be 1st down inside the red zone for the Blue Squad. Nice pass from Sean Clifford once again to Nick Bowers. 5th-year senior from Katanning. Him and Pat Fryermuth hopefully going to be a force to be reckoned with this upcoming season as check-down receivers for whoever's going to be the starting quarterback. Pass up top and for a screen to Ricky Slade. He gets pushed out at the 1-yard line. I'm doing a audio-only broadcast this evening, so no one is unable to see me right now, other than myself. Unless you're the government and watching me from the little hole in my laptop. Handoff to Ricky Slade, gets stuffed to the 1-yard line. Yeah, so no one can see me. It's audio only. It's just like a radio broadcast, like a podcast. So hopefully you guys are enjoying. Yeah, I'm the only person who can see me other than the damn government watching from the webcam on my laptop right now, probably. Handoff to Ricky Slade. Touchdown, Penn State. 1-yard touchdown run for the Virginia from Woodbridge, Virginia. Going to be 6-0 blue over white. There's Ricky Slade for you, John R. Clark 12. Nice touchdown run from him out of shotgun. Franklin also on the field, as a lot of college coaches are for these spring games. Jake Pinniger, 92, on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up and good. Blue leads the white 7-0, 1:06 to play in the first quarter of the 2019 Blue-White game. Saquon Barkley in attendance. He's getting interviewed right now. Let's see what he has to say.
With the NFL draft coming up, some of your teammates could be picked there. What's your impression of how things will go with, say, like Trace and Miles?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think obviously, I play with those guys, so anytime any questions asked about them to me, I have nothing but high praise. And, when you go to the NFL, you ask around coaches in the NFL, they want Penn State guys. And Penn State determined, and we're going to be leaders, and wherever they got to do, the other team, whatever they're willing to do, and all those guys that are eligible for the draft this year are going to do that because, you know, I play with them firsthand. So I'm just excited for the guys for the future.
When you look at this team now, the quarterback position is a battle, the running back position is a battle, but what has you excited about this team for this season?
Right there when you said it, when you got, you know, people competing, it just elevates your game, it elevates everyone's game around them. So
Blue Squad going to be kicking off.
people, great positions, great people at different positions and competing. So, you know, I'm happy for the team, I'm excited for them, and, you know, obviously with Coach Franklin leading the way, I believe they have a great year this year.
We talk about the draft coming up, but you went through that last year, and then you...
What do you mean anything else break on the football building incident? What football building incident are you talking about? Oh, never mind. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, never mind. Blue kicks off to the white. Took me a second to... I'm like, wait, what? What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, LOL. There's Jesse Lucada, number 40. Pinniger, once again, number 92. So White will have the ball 35-yard line. Roberson in the game at quarterback. Pass is incomplete. Don't know where the hell that was going to, but receiver looked like he went a little too vertical down the middle of the field rather than cutting towards the sideline for a post route. So shotgun, Noah Kane to the right of Roberson. Hand off to Noah Kane. He's going to get a couple. Like I said, I think he could very well win the starting job alongside Ricky Slade and Journey Brown. It's always good to have a lot of good... it's good to have depth at whatever position. Because if somebody goes down, you know, at that point, you know whoever's behind you can step in and play as good as you or even better and help the team win. Roberson, quarterback keeper to the 40-yard line. End of the first quarter as well. There's Trace McSorley. Trace McSorley on the sideline. NFL draft coming up under 2 weeks away now. Going to begin on April the 25th. With the first round, rounds 2 and 3 that Friday. And then 2 weeks from today, the NFL draft, by this time, 2 weeks from now, the NFL draft in 2019 should be officially over. There's Brent Pry.
Looks a little bit different than 40 years ago. Matt Millen was here.
There's a track out the field that held like 55,000, and Joe used to make us run that track, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, crowd looks all right. A lot of empty seats, though. I mean, it's only a spring game, but hopefully they don't have this problem come the regular season if they start sucking it up. Looks like we got some on-field activities going on right now. Jason Kabinda, Oakland Raider, back on campus as well. He drops a pass, so he plays linebacker for a reason. There's Allen Robinson as well. Allen Robinson pass complete. There's a Chicago Bear for you. He catches it at the 3-yard line like he did back in 2013 versus Michigan. And he passes in the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Penn State, former greats. I don't know who the hell the other guy was, but Allen Robinson back on campus, Saquon there. Trace McSorley. Kyle Busch wins stage 1. Yeah, I was watching the race a little bit before this came on. Now they're gonna talk about Matt Millen. He had a heart transplant on Christmas Eve this past year. Round of applause for him. Great to see that he's doing well once again.
Would you guys quit embarrassing me all the time?
We're not good listeners, huh?
My goodness. Oh, my goodness. You know what? And this is... You guys shouldn't do this stuff. We're here to talk about a football game.
You're kind of an important guy. It's just good to have you back.
It's great to be back. I mean, this is one of the things you thought about the whole time you're going through all that time back in the hospital. We had these conversations.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things you just want to get back to it. So let's get back to it.
He says, let's get back to it. We're back to the action now. Second quarter, 2019 Penn State spring game, Blue-White game. He's in tears a little bit. So we're back to the action. Blue, or excuse me, yeah, Blue will have the ball from the 15-yard line.
Well, since you say we'll talk about football, let's talk about football.
Let's do it.
Will Levis this time
So from the 15,
for the blue team.
Will Levis in at quarterback now.
Sideline and connects.
Will Levis, number 7 in at quarterback. Pass complete for a couple to number 11, Daniel George. Will Levis, I don't know if he'll ever play. He could. I mean, he's all right. He really hasn't got a chance, though, because Trace has been the starting quarterback for the past couple years. Levis hands off.
22-34 was primarily the scout team quarterback last year.
Levis hands off to number 4, Journey Brown.
Quarterback competition is that still
Journey Brown played his high school ball at Meadville. And in one game a couple years ago, he had over 1,000 rushing yards in one single game, folks. Look it up. From the 21, 3 wide. Levis looking to throw out of the shotgun. Pass up top, incomplete, intended for number 11, Daniel George once again.
play there by the white team. And let's go downstairs. I think Elise has found another good quarterback on that sideline.
Trace McSorley interview.
Trace McSorley joins me now. Trace, in a couple of weeks, you're waiting the fate for the next level for you. Explain what this time is like.
Yeah, it's a lot of waiting. Just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen, but it's a great time. Just continue to work out, stay in good shape, and be ready for whenever you get your opportunity. That's kind of all I've heard, and that's kind of my mindset going into these next couple of weeks.
With your mindset, what is on your mind and everything, all the work that you've put in and over the years?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of work put in, a lot of good times.
Fumble on the punt,
Brings a lot of things back to me, but it's been good.
but White will have the ball.
Being able to reminisce on some of the times I had here, but then also looking forward, just trying to keep getting better. That's kind of been my main thing throughout this entire process. Just continue to improve at every single step and continue to get better and just keep proving myself.
Those memories that come back, what's something that sticks out to you, that comes to mind?
I mean, I remember, the first spring game I had when I was playing, especially with this dad. I remember, the white up we beat Ohio State, the whole field's covered in fans. I mean, all the moments that we had with that team.
Michael Johnson Jr. now, number 13 in the ball game. Excited to see what he's gonna do. I think if it's not gonna be Tommy or Sean Clifford, Tommy Stevens has been banged up a little bit. I think Clifford's gonna win the job come by the end of September if he doesn't win it by week 1. Because Tommy Stevens he should have transferred, in my opinion, a couple years ago, because there he is on the sideline just wearing a headset. Not playing once again today, but Michael Johnson Jr., his dad was actually Michael Vick's quarterback coach with the Atlanta Falcons. He's up at Oregon now. Johnson hands off on the first play. Pass up top. Complete now to number 29 of the White squad. That's Henry Fessler from Erie. Billy Fessler, former Penn State quarterback, now a assistant down at Mississippi State under Joe Moorhead. But Michael Johnson, he's going to be the future of Penn State at the quarterback position, alongside Noah Cain, who is to his right. Fake the give to him. Johnson looking to throw. Scrambles out up top. Going to get pushed out of bounds around the 22-yard line. Under 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Clifford on the sideline talking with Tommy Stevens.
So what they'll end up doing is maybe he's the third team quarterback, but he's going to be a punt returner. He's going to be a special teams guy. He's going to be
Johnson fakes the give, looking to throw. Pass complete, number 86 of the White. Brenton Strange, a tight end out of West Virginia. Trips up top. Johnson looking to throw. Pass complete. 29, Henry Fessler once again. Got brought down to the 6-yard line. There's Micah Parsons on the sideline talking with Trace and Marcus Allen. Penn State's Marcus Allen plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The team has done a good job on this blue defense, moving the ball down the field.
This is the second group for the blue defense. And so you got a lot of young
Johnson looking to throw. Going to be sacked back at the 15-yard line.
just when you thought it was safe. The big man, 6'3", 310 pounds, working on the inside. I think that's one of the places that they're gonna have to get a little bit better at is on the inside. You got to get a better push inside. Judge Coleman was another guy named that you'll hear sometimes. He's on the White today, and he had number 88.
The tackle spot, James Franklin has said he'd like to try.
White ball from the 13-yard line, going left to right. Johnson and shotgun, Noah Cain to his left. Hand off to him. Noah Cain, 5-yard line, going to be brought down at the 2-yard line. Going to be first and goal. Question for you folks. Do you think Noah Cain could be as good as what Saquon Barkley was during his time here in Happy Valley at Penn State, as Noah Cain gets the handoff and walks in the end zone for a Penn State touchdown? Touchdown, White squad, blue lead 7-6 pending the extra point. I could get used to seeing that a lot. 2 rushing touchdowns so far. One by Ricky Slade, who changed his number from 4 to 3, and the true freshman running back now, number 21, Noah Cain. Extra point by Rafael Cheka is up and good. Tie ball game 7-7. 4:47 to play before half. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I'm Cool Hand Luke 96 of Gridiron Ring. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, Cool Hand Luke 96 on social media. Gridring 18 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Cool Hand Luke 96 over on Twitter and right here on Periscope. Also subscribe on YouTube and go check out Gridiron Ring's website as well. All the links are in the description of the YouTube videos. I'll be live right here on Periscope on Monday and Tuesday for WWE Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live during the Superstar Shakeup. NFL Draft coming up. I'll be live right here during the first round of the draft. A little less than 2 weeks away, as I said earlier, on Thursday, April the 25th. And I will have a NFL schedule discussion video out by late next week as well, if the NFL schedules come out next Thursday. They actually haven't announced anything yet, but normally the schedules come out about a week before the draft. So the draft is going to be 2 weeks from this past Thursday. So normally a week before the draft, that would mean this upcoming Thursday. That's when the schedules would come out. So if they come out, I'll have a video out for that. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in last weekend for my live reactions, play-by-play of WWE NXT TakeOver New York, WrestleMania 35, Monday Night Raw, and SmackDown Live after Mania. And be sure to go check out my WWE Thoughts and Opinions video, plus my WWE Superstar Shakeup predictions over on YouTube. And be sure to share that video. Be sure to share this live reaction stream, as we're at a commercial break right now for the Penn State Blue and White game 2019. If you guys have any chat questions or comments, let me know in the chat comment section below.
I wish I was there to welcome you back into the booth, but if I can't be there, at least you're in the somewhat capable hands of Lisa Byington. I know you guys love a great broadcast. I can't wait to see you in the fall. Congrats on getting back.
You just couldn't help it, right?
Back to the action now. 4:47 to play in the second quarter. Tie ball game. Blue and White are tied at 7. White will kick off from left to right, and KJ Hamler back deep to receive.
For Westwood One Radio, or so he says. But based on that background, he's supposed to be at the Masters. I think he shot that in his woods in Omaha, Nebraska.
Hey, knowing Kev, he's at the Masters.
He's supposed to be covering in the corner, so why not, just turn your back, Kevin, show us the golf course.
Yeah, he might entice me to have a cup of that.
Midway through the second quarter.
Going to be a touchback on the kickoff. Penn State will have the ball at the 25-yard line. Carolyn Keeger now getting interviewed. She is the new Penn State women's basketball coach. Got introduced yesterday during her opening introductory press conference.
It's going to be amazing for me. I love football, I always have, so I've admired Penn State football from afar for a long time, so to be here on the field today, it's pretty amazing.
Earlier I talked to Pat Chambers. He said that the two of you are similar. You have similar energy. So how would you describe yourself and what you bring?
Yeah, very energetic, very intense, love my players, love to get after it, and want everybody in my program to give 110%.
Speaking of your players, you'll now be without Tanaya Page, one of the greatest scorers.
Will Levis looking to throw. Pass complete here. Near side at the 40-yard line to number 6, Justin Shorter. There's 2 number 6s on the blue squad. I said earlier number 6 was Cam Brown. Indeed it is. He plays on defense, so he's a linebacker. Number 6 on offense is Justin Shorter. Levis, hands off. Stuck to the line of scrimmage. Gain of about 1.
Do you have with the players? Have you talked to them or what have you said?
Yeah, I had first team meeting with everybody, and then I had one-on-one player meetings this week, and I think everybody's energy is positive. Everybody is ready for a clean slate, and Monday we start.
It'd be 3rd and 3.
What can we expect Monday? What can they expect Monday?
See what we have to work with.
Levis looking to throw once again. Slant up top. Incomplete around midfield. Intended for number 5, Jahan Dotson, former UCLA commit. Decommitted once Chip Kelly got the job. 4th and 3, Blue will punt. 3:36 and counting before halftime.
It's going to take some time to get this program where we want it to be, but we've got to enjoy the process, and we have great returners, so I don't think it's going to be a rebuild. I want to consider it a reload and kind of get after it. I know Penn State women's basketball is such a rich.
Blake Gillikin on to punt.
Bring it back to where it was and further.
We look forward to it. Thanks so
Fair
much.
catch, 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
just coach speak. She's won a couple of championships at Marquette.
She's been through it before. She knows what it takes. I love the energy already.
Do you? Could you feel it?
Absolutely. That's, you get around, you've been around coaches as long as I've been around. You know when there's coach speak and you know when there's genuine enthusiasm. She's got that.
She does, definitely. There's a look at Brett Pry. The defensive coordinator, also linebackers coach.
He's got it too. He gets excited about a lot of different things, at least of which for his players. He loves talking about the individual players and how they're growing.
Michael Johnson Jr. standing back at the 4-yard line in shotgun. Noah Kane to his left. 2 wide receivers up top.
Yeah, they have.
Johnson looking to throw. Pump fake. Going to be sacked back at the 1-yard line.
Push there from the defensive line.
Not a good look by the White offensive line here so far in the blue and white game. Second down.
We talked about gross mottos, but one of the questions on the defensive line is who's going to be the other defensive end this year for Penn State?
A couple times I'm watching like that right now.
Handoff, Noah Kane. Going to be brought down at the original, just past the original line of scrimmage at the 11-yard line. Going to be third down. Third and medium.
Okay, Michael Parsons is what we're talking about. You thought he would be good. Did you think he would be first tackle on the team? 83 tackles, kind of good?
Yeah, well, that's a little deceiving. No, but that was excellent, first of all. Especially for a freshman coming in, because he's trying to figure it out because they moved him from different.
Johnson looking to throw. Got a whistle. Penalty. False start on the offense. So White's going to be backed up a little bit more towards the goal line. It'll be 3rd and 13 from the 7. 2:04 to play before halftime. 7-7 blue and white are tied in the 2019 blue-white game. Under 2 to play now. Like I said, this is going on. It's on tape delay right now on the Big Ten Network. This happened earlier this afternoon. I do not know what happens, though. That's why I'm doing live reactions play-by-play at this point in time right now. Screen pass near side here to Noah Kane. He gets back to the 12-yard line. Going to be 4th down. So a couple sacks early on the White squad. And a false start as well. Not a good look. But, I mean, basically all the starters are on the blue squad. And that's how it normally is. But spring games, just as KJ Hamler catches the punt at midfield, the spring game is just a way to get a good look, for fans at least, what the players, what the teams have been doing in the spring camp, and get a good look at what hopefully we'll see. Hopefully they'll be better come regular season what they're playing right now, but they're young once again, got a lot of fresh faces on both offense and defense. But it's a way for the fans to get a good look at what the team's doing, and like I said, hopefully Penn State can go out and win some games this year. From the 48-yard line, Clifford looking to throw. Sean Clifford, the Big Red Dog, back in the ball game. Pass here near side, incomplete, intended for Justin Shorter once again.
That's right.
Yep. Dotson is a guy who's really smooth in and out of his breaks. And Shorter is bigger. Shorter, he's got that big body, and once he gets up on it, he can run pretty well.
There's no short to Shorter.
Clifford pass complete to the 43-yard line. Gain of 5. That is number 82, Zach Kuntz, a tight end from Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. 3 wide up top. Clifford looking their way. Rolls out to his right. Gonna run. First down. It's pushed out of bounds around the 32-yard line. Good decision by Sean Clifford. 30 seconds to play before halftime.
Sean Clifford wanted to show was that he's capable, if the defense is going to present it, he's capable of taking that and turning it into something. He's not Trace McSorley. That he is not. He's not going to scramble all over and you're going to count on him to make some big runs. But presented with the field.
Come halftime, I will turn on and watch the NASCAR race until the second half begins on the Big Ten Network. Clifford airing it out over the middle, incomplete, intended for Jahan Dotson, number 5. Good pass, though, by Clifford. I think what's really going to hurt Tommy Stevens right now is not playing a whole lot during spring ball and not playing at all during the spring game. And like I said earlier, I thought he should have transferred when he had the chance to go play elsewhere. Clifford looking to throw once again in the end zone. I know a lot of people like Tommy Stevens. Pass incomplete, intended for number 11, George. But the thing with Tommy Stevens is he's more of a wildcat type of player than he is anything. Some of his passes, when he's had the chance to play, in my opinion, really haven't been that good. He normally ends up running it, so the defense knows exactly what's going to happen when he's in the ball game. And then when he was in the game before he got injured last year at the line position for Penn State, the wildcat position, teams would stop him right away because they knew when he was in the game they were going to give it to him. But then at the same time, it was a two-headed backfield at quarterback with Trace McSorley, who could also run alongside Tommy Stevens. But now you got some quarterback competition. Like I said, this is basically Franklin's first big quarterback competition since his time, his 5 years going into his 6th season at Penn State already. Hard to believe. Because he had Christian Hackenberg, Trace McSorley, and now they're both gone. Now he has Tommy Stevens, Sean Clifford, Taquan Robertson, Michael Johnson Jr. They're going over the 2019 Penn State schedule. Idaho, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Pitt. Bye week at Maryland on a Friday night. Purdue, they're going to bring back the throwback unis for that. At Iowa, which is going to be a test. Michigan. Let's see what else they got there. I don't have the schedule actually pulled up in front of me right now. Michigan, at Michigan State, Minnesota, Indiana, at Ohio State, and then at Rutgers. So, right now, I would say probably another 8-4, 9-3 season. They stopped the clock 3 seconds to play before halftime. Stanley Cup playoffs also going on. I might turn that on during halftime here. They actually add some more time back on the clock. 8 seconds.
He's got a good frame on him. You know, he's 6'4". He's young, inexperienced, but he's got some tools. He's 285 pounds. He's got some good size to him. So I'm trying to keep my eyes on him. Right now, he's been battling against Thorpe on the other side. That's just power against power.
All the millennials would know Brad Culpepper for his Survivor appearance, I think. More so than
He did that?
Yes, he and his wife did. Both parents did.
I'm about to talk to him about that.
I'm surprised that you know what Survivor is.
Well, you know, you told me about it before.
1st and 10, and the Blue Squad will kick a field goal. Jake Penniger, number 92 from Iowa, on to attempt a 39-yard field goal.
Jake Penniger, kick is up.
Kick is up and good. 10-7 Blue leads the White now at halftime
Or should be. At least time has expired as of now.
in the 2019 Penn State Blue-White game. All right, let's turn on. Let's see what else on TV. Let's turn on NASCAR, maybe the Stanley Cup, basketball, NBA playoffs going on as well. We'll turn on NASCAR. What do we got cooking here? We got Martin Truex Jr. in the lead, followed by Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Clinton Boyer, Kurt Busch, Eric Jones, Buescher, Suarez, and Menard with 57 laps to go in stage 2. 400-lap race down at Richmond Raceway in Richmond, Virginia. Kyle Larson getting interviewed. Must have been in a wreck a little bit ago. And out of the race now, it looks like. Did not finish in 2 of last 3 races. Texas was the other one. Got a flat tire, I guess, and wrecked. Kyle Busch, who won stage 1, back in the 22nd position. Yeah, Kyle Larson's the only driver that's currently out of the race. Jimmy Johnson 14th, Bowman and Austin Dillon and William Byron right ahead of him, right outside the top 10. Hockey, Stanley Cup playoff, Maple Leafs, Bruins, commercial break. Of course, it's a commercial break. Might actually be the end of the first period, to be honest with you. Yeah, intermission report. Game started a little after 8 o'clock, so let's see what the score is here. Rob Gronkowski in attendance. Bruins lead the Maple Leafs 2-0 at the end of the first period. NASCAR once again. Turn on some basketball as well. Truex Jr. in the lead. 51 to go in the second stage. NBA playoff. This is Clippers and Warriors. And this is game 1 of a 7-game series between these two, as the NBA playoffs just began today. 8:56 to play in the first half. The Warriors lead the Clippers 38-37. Timeout, Golden State. Penn State Blue-White game, halftime, 10-7. Like I said, that game has already taken place. Bill O'Brien getting interviewed, former Penn State head coach.
We've been fighting alongside you and praying for a day like this where you could come back to Beaver Stadium and be with all of your fellow Penn Staters and watch this great 2019 Penn State football team. This university is a special, special place because of people like you, Matt. You embody what it means to be an Indy Lion.
Chat, questions, and comments always greatly appreciated. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media to Gridiron Ring, Gridiron 18, and myself, Cool Hand Luke 96.
You guys, you need to stop this stuff, okay? This is getting embarrassing.
We're really back into it's football talk. We talk about Noah Cain. Again, what has impressed you about his first half?
His inside and outside ability. So he has the speed to be able to get the edge, but I really like his patience in the inside part of his game, and he's not afraid to block. So it sounds like it's a complete kid. He's so young, Lisa. I mean, this is, he's still putting him in cream on him. So he's in great shape. They have, I think, it's an impressive group of runners that they have. enough of a little bit of everything, and they'll get a good rotation going.
How has Sean Clifford improved his stock so far?
I think Sean Clifford looks exactly like they said he would. He looked like he did in the tape in spring. He's under control. He's calm. The ball's coming out nice. He was 6 and 12, but there were 3 drops in there. And so Sean Clifford's going to be fine. So it's still going to come down to the ball. And again, Tommy Stevens can do the same things. Plus he has a little bit better in terms of running. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, again, it's a spring game, so, take these stats as you will here. But here are your first half stats. Is there anything...
Stats so far as the Blue leads the White 10-7. Blue with 31 rushing yards compared to the White's 34. Passing yards, though, 91 to 38. Blue leads that category. 122 total yards for the Blue squad. It's only a spring game, though, folks, so... Yeah, 122 to 72. 5 first downs apiece. Blue squad has 2 sacks on the White. Showing some highlights from earlier on.
Does he remind you of anyone?
I have to see a little bit more of him, but he's got what you're looking for. He's got it.
What is it about your Penn State as a school, as a program that has coached the running backs so well throughout the years?
Yeah, well, the first thing is they recruit good kids. So, you say, this kid's really fast. Well, that's why he got it. Like when they brought Barkley in, and the first time you looked at him, you said, okay, you don't got to coach that much. Just give him the football. He's just that talented. And that's kind of the same thing here. They do have to learn the game. And it's a different game now than what they played just a few months ago. And so all that thing, it'll change a little bit, and he'll get better, he'll get physically stronger, he'll see things, and the reactions become quicker, and then the game slows down. And when that happens, that's when you get the best of all.
All right, we are at halftime here at Beaver Stadium. 10-7 is the halftime score. Smiles maybe on both sides here at the sideline. We got more to come here at the half.
Let's be honest. For sure. Just a driver. That's why Esurance has this Drive Sense app. The safer you drive, the more you say, don't worry, I'm not using my phone and talking to a camera while driving. I'm being towed. By the way, I'm actually a safe driver. I'm just pretending to be a...
Go over some of the players on both the Blue and White squads who will more than likely be the starters this upcoming season for Penn State. And then I'll pull up the schedule as well here on my end. Like I said earlier, they showed it. I didn't have it pulled up at that point. Probably going to be another 8-4, 9-3 season, to be honest with you. They go to Ohio State late in the season, get Michigan at home. They never play both those teams either at home or on the road at the same time during the same season. But I'm going to go over some of the players on both Blue and White squads that, like I said, will probably more than likely be starters this upcoming season. Quarterback competition, like I said, it's either going to be Sean Clifford or Tommy Stevens to start the year. After, maybe a couple games, if Stevens isn't playing well, they put in Clifford, vice versa. And if both of them don't play well, by the end of the first month of the regular season, maybe you put in one of the true freshmen. Michael Johnson hasn't looked that bad so far. I mean, he's only a true freshman now. The 3 quarterbacks on the White squad, they've only been there a couple months, enrolled in January. But if I'd have to pick one of the 3 freshmen, it's going to be Johnson Jr. to go up and compete with Stevens and Clifford. But I think Stevens, he'll probably get the starting job for week 1, but then I think Clifford will get into the fold as the season progresses. Running back, like I said, you got Noah Kane at true freshman from Florida. You have Journey Brown and Ricky Slade as well. So Slade's probably going to be the go-to guy. He's going to be the workhorse. Wide receiver, you have John Dodson, Justin Shorter, KJ Hamler, Daniel George, Sandy Barber getting interviewed up in the press box by Lisa Byington. Mac Hippenhammer as well, a two-sport athlete for Penn State, also plays baseball. Some other wide receivers, you have Cam Sullivan-Brown and Isaac Lutz, along with Dan Chesna, who I did see did get a scholarship earlier today. So congrats to him. Tight end, it's going to be Pat Fryermuth and Nick Bowers. Bowers is a fifth-year senior. Jonathan Holland, still there as well, number 18. He's a fifth-year senior as well. Zach Kuntz, 82. Looking at the roster here. Some fresh faces to get used to for 2019, that's for sure. Grayson Klein.
Again, on the wrestling side, we've got a wrestling team championship. We've got an individual first time ever in women's swimming, Allie McHugh in the mile, NCAA champion, won in men's fencing in the saber, and also won in women's indoor track with Danae Rivers in the 800. Well, an exciting time here for athletics. What about facilities? I know you've kind of tried
And Brenton Strange.
renovations. Is there anything new that you can update us with that?
They could play later on in the year if somebody goes down with an injury, but that's probably going to be your starters for quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. Offensive line, though. Offensive line, probably at left tackle. Rasheed Walker's playing right now. And he very well could be the starting left tackle come the start of the regular season. But Steven Gonzalez is a guy who, along with Michael Mennett, who normally play inside at the center and guard position, that they could very well split out wide and protect whoever the quarterback's going to be blindside. They've done that in the past with Miles Diffenbach and who was the other guy? I forget who it is. Pinnaker is going to be the starting kicker. Blake Gillikin going to be the starting punter. Oh, Will Fries. He's still there. There's somebody else forgetting from a couple years ago that they would split out wide. It might have been John Urschel, to be honest with you. But Will Fries is a guy who could start at left tackle, right tackle. Mike Miranda. The thing is, you got to be able to block on offense to be able to run the ball, and then also to open up the play action pass. So hopefully they have a good season. Hopefully halftime will be over here very, very shortly. Coach, I'm ready to play today. Defense, though. Ellis Brooks will be playing linebacker alongside Micah Parsons, number 11. Cam Brown as well, number 6. Everybody's going crazy right now about Yetur Gross-Matos, number 99. He's a damn good defensive end, but who's going to play on the other side? Jesse Luketa, linebacker as well. Fred Hansard coming back from injury. Lamont Wade finally decided to come back after entering the transfer portal. And Penn State this past year, they lost a lot of guys to transfer as well. They lost a lot of guys to transfer, a lot of guys to the NFL. So a lot of fresh faces on the roster for 2019. And hopefully the second half will begin very, very shortly.
You already know what these guys can do.
Slade started this game here for the blue team. As we mentioned, Ricky Slade, Journey Brown. We talked about Noah King. There's the two trying to replace Miles Sanders. These are two of many we should add. Again, we mentioned that Devin Ford will be coming in. He's a 4-star running back. He'll be coming in for the fall.
It's interesting with Miles Sanders. I think pros now, when they're looking at him and studying the film and really get a chance to look at him up close and personal when they're working him out, I think they're seeing what Penn State coaches saw all the time. So because you see his stock is rising in the NFL draft.
There wasn't a whole lot of depth last year. They used Miles Sanders, you can see, an awfully lot. So the returning running backs, you got Ricky Slade, who had basically 257 of those 301 in that category of the returning running backs. When you talk about starting anew in that position, there's so much that has been talked about with the quarterback position. The running back is equally as important for Penn State next year.
Absolutely, because this is they want to be a run-first team. But what you're seeing, Lisa, is the skills are there. They just need the experience. And you know, when the lights come on, everybody's a little bit different. So that's why you like to see every time you have an opportunity like this, you like to see guys yourself.
We see Sean Clifford and Tommy Stevens there. We got dressed for today. We won't see him here today. He's been dealing with that right foot injury. It's actually an injury that kept him out the first 4 games. It kept him out at the beginning of last year, and then in the bowl game, he had to get surgery and basically told the local media that whatever he had done to the foot wasn't done right, so he had to get it done again. It took him out of the bowl game last year. But a target that he would love, and I think Matt Millen's one of Matt Millen's favorite tight ends, maybe, standing by with Elise Menaker.
There he is.
You're right, Matt. Mike Gesicki joins me now. First, I'll ask you, Matt Millen is back up in the booth. I know you're good friends with him. What do you have to say? What do you have to say to him today?
Oh yeah, so happy that he's being able to get back up there and being able to get the health to get back up there. We're so happy for him. The whole stadium erupted when they showed him on the jumbotron, so it's awesome.
For you to be back, what's it like for you to get back to State College?
I love it. I mean, this is the best place, best college atmosphere in the world. So being at State College on a Saturday, it's awesome. I wouldn't rather be anywhere else.
This is Miami weather.
I know. I said it to Coach Franklin. I was like, man, I feel like I'm in Miami right now.
How has it been your first year?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. I was able to learn a lot. Had some good experiences, all that kind of stuff, and just looking to continue to get better and build up this year.
In what ways would you like to get better in year 2?
I mean, honestly, just continue to grow in every aspect of the game. I came in as a rookie and was able to learn a lot. Being able to take those experiences in year 2 and keep build the blocks.
The tight ends that Penn State is able to produce, why are they so consistent, so good out of here?
I think it has a lot to do with obviously the coaches and their ability to bring out the best in those players. Coach Franklin, Coach Ronnie, Tebow, I mean everybody that on that offensive side of the ball. But it also speaks volumes to the talent that they have in those players. Nick Bowers, Pat Brown, all those guys. So happy for them and the success that they're having.
The success that they're having, what do you want to see out of them this year? What do you think we can see out of them this year?
Oh, a ton. I'm really, honestly, I get excited to turn on my TV on Saturday and I'm starting to call out the plays and I remember when I was here and all that kind of stuff. So, whether it's them, whether it's the running backs, quarterbacks, receivers, whoever it is, having that success is awesome.
Lastly, give a shout out to Matt Millen. What else do you have to say to Matt? Any message for him?
Yeah, Matt, obviously you're a Penn State legend, a true inspiration, not only to myself, but everybody that follows his journey. Really happy that he's back up in the booth and big we are.
Back to the action now. Blue kicks off. White will have the ball. After Keaton Ellis gets the return out to the 25.
Mike and I had a couple of things like, we talked about his blocking and stuff. And he fully completely aware of it, but he is exactly what I thought he was. And they'll use that.
I would expect Michael Johnson Jr., Taquan Roberson to start the second half here for the White squad, but we'll see here. 4 11-minute quarters once again if you're just tuning in. Penn State Blue-White game on tape delay right now on the Big Ten Network from earlier this afternoon. I, however, myself, though, do not know what happened. Trips up top. And Isaac Rummery, number 19 from Clearfield, Pennsylvania, in the ball game now. Quarterback keeper for him.
Oh, the Blue again with a 10-7 advantage
From Woodland, Pennsylvania. 10 in Clearfield High School.
You're looking at a new quarterback.
Isaac Rummery starts off for the White. 2nd and 9 now. He hands off.
Doug as far deep on the White team side to go into the walk-on quarterback. Some might see 5 quarterbacks. We might see 6 quarterbacks.
They all need the work, that's for sure. A little surprised they have their first team defense out there. Maybe just for the start of this.
3rd and 8.
Other guys in there.
3rd and 8 from the 37. Offside on defense.
Coaches to kind of
Yeah, there really isn't. You just want to, you kind of get a feel for it. But see right there, Shakatoni, that left defensive end. That kid's got some great speed. He needs to go team,
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Still going to be 3rd down now.
His first 3 steps are as good as there is. And opposite him, Gross Matos on the other side. That's another guy. That's 2 pretty good players right there.
can Tony be a 3-down
Nick Urey in it, a running back. Fake the give to him. Rummery keeps it for himself. Out past midfield. 1st down. Nice scamper by the former Bison quarterback.
The answer to that, if they're going to give you a continual run game, constantly at you.
As I said earlier, Rummery is walking on.
The way football's played right now, it's such a pass-happy.
And right now listed towards the bottom of the quarterback depth chart. But with runs like that, another handoff. Gain of about 3. With runs like that, he very well could propel his way towards the top. Stevens going to be going into his last year this upcoming year. Clifford got a couple more years. And then you got Michael Johnson and Taquan Roberson. True freshmen along with Rummery. Who knows what will happen. Quarterback keeper, Rummery going to be brought down in the backfield. Loss of a couple. Because look at Trace McSorley. Got a scholarship to Vanderbilt. Once Franklin left Vanderbilt to come to Penn State, McSorley followed. Ended up becoming the starting quarterback in 2016. Past 3 seasons, led Penn State to a Rose Bowl, a Fiesta Bowl, and a Citrus Bowl, along with becoming Penn State's all-time leading passer. Shotgun, play clock winding down, 3rd and 12, might want to get the snap off. Going to be delay a game. It's a spring game now, I don't think they're going to worry about it. Yeah, Franklin said no. Pass near side here in the flat. Urey's going to be pushed out of bounds. It's going to be 4th down. White's going to have to punt. Rummery talking with Franklin.
Would you ever go once versus once in a spring game?
No, we never did, but we did that all the time in practice. So you go ones versus ones all the time. The spring game was a little more intense than this, but it wasn't as big as this. This is like they have as many people here as we had for regular home games.
I think they got about 70,000 last year. They averaged the last 3
White
years
will punt.
60,000.
Horrible punt. Bounces at the 18-yard line.
Low punt to
A very low, wobbly punt.
I didn't know how long we would see.
Hopefully we don't see a lot of those this upcoming season.
6.5 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Blue will have the ball when we return. Up 3, 10-7, 6:35 to play in the 3rd quarter. Chat questions and comments. Always greatly appreciate, guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching my live reactions play-by-play of the 2019 Penn State Blue-White spring game. Be sure to share this live reaction stream on social media. Also, like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring, Gridiron Ring 18, and myself, Goalhand Luke Penny 6, on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and right here on Periscope. And if you have any chat questions or comments, be sure to drop those in the comment section below. Future's bright for the Penn State Nittany Lions. They, as I said, they play Idaho week 1, Buffalo week 2, and then the 100th meeting between the Pitt Panthers and the Penn State Nittany Lions week 3 this upcoming year. Penn State then has a bye week before going to College Park, Maryland, to play the Maryland Terrapins on a Friday night, September the 27th, 2019. I think by that point, I mean, Pitt, even though a lot of Penn State fans will say, myself included sometimes, that, okay, yeah, it's a big rivalry. Penn State's going to win year in and year out. Well, right before 2016, those two teams hadn't played each other since 2000. 2016, Penn State goes down to Pitt. They lose. They lost 42-39. Then they beat Pitt 2 years ago. And then last year, they blew them out down at Heinz Field. This year, though, 100th meeting. Going to be the last time they play each other for a while as well. It's going to be a big game for both teams. With all that being said, I think Penn State's going to end up winning because they're playing at home. But I think it's going to be closer than what a lot of people think going into this game, unlike years past. Except bye week, Maryland on a Friday night. I don't know. I mean, that could be the one game on the road that they lose. They went to Maryland a couple years ago, though, and blew them out, put up 60+, just like they put up 50+ on Pitt on the road last year. So I think by the end of September, I think Penn State would be 4-0. Purdue then comes to town first week of October for homecoming. And that's when Penn State will be wearing the Generations of Greatness throwback uniforms once again. Michael Schuster in the ballgame now, quarterback number 15. He hands off. That is Journey Brown, number 4. He gets out to the 15, 16-yard line. Going to be second down.
Gain of 7 on that last play. And we have seen, I think, our 7th quarterback here, Michael Schuster.
Second and 2. Schuster
will keep it.
Gonna get out of the pocket and get a couple before being brought down. First down, though.
Pennsylvania legend. 10 years about. But Penn State with the mid-50s.
Schuster hands off. Noah Kane now playing for the Blue Squad. So an upgrade already. That's what happens when you start playing good, and hopefully we see him a lot as a true freshman this upcoming fall. Going to be 4th and 1, and the punt unit will come on. Redshirt rule came into effect last year. You can play in up to 4 games as a true freshman and still redshirt, but if you play in the 5th, you will burn that red shirt and be considered playing your entire true freshman season in full, meaning at that point you only have 4 years of eligibility left unless you get a medical red shirt somewhere down the line. 1st and 10 for the White. I'll get back to the schedule here in a second. Take one Roberson back in the ball game, quarterback number 9. He hands off, fakes a give actually. Pass here near side in the flat to number 86. That is Brenton Strange, the true freshman tight end from Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Some of the comments James Franklin had made as we're speeding up this offense here for the white team. After that Ohio State game in particular, he called Penn State a great program, Ohio State an elite program. They wanted to
Roberson hands off. Number 48, the running back that goes by the name of blank on both the blue and white rosters. So handoff, gain of a couple, first down. Don't know who number 48 is, so I'm sorry. Fake the give to him once again. Roberson going to be brought down in the backfield by number 28 of the blue squad, Jason Owa, a defensive end who very well could be the number 2 at the end alongside Gross Matos. I was talking about him earlier. Defense, both offensive and defensively. There's a lot of holes to fill with guys transferring, like I said, and guys leaving for the NFL early. They're showing the schedule once again. So Purdue week 5, or the 5th game of the 2019 season for Penn State. They have a bye September 21st. So that'd be week 6. Purdue, that's going to be a tough game. They also play at Iowa the following week. They could lose both those games and start to get on the outside of the Big Ten hunt before hosting Michigan, which by that point, if they're playing like that, they're definitely going to lose to Michigan, unfortunately. But hey, folks, that's why you play the games. Ain't decided on paper. They got to fill the spot by lost by Amani Oriaware, whose name could be called very early on draft day this year. White team will punt. Chat questions and comments, greatly appreciated. Ball bounces at the 23. 1:41 to play in the third quarter. 10-7, blue leads the white. And Will Levis is going to be the quarterback for Blue Squad. Miles Sanders interview. His name will more than likely be called very early in the draft as well in 2 weeks. Whoever's looking for a starting running back in the NFL or a good number 2 to back up your current starter, Miles Sanders might be the guy. Will Levis pass up top. Incomplete. That was intended for number 82 of the white squad. Or the blue squad, excuse me. Zach Kuntz. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We're talking about the running backs, and you like the competition because you say each one brings something different.
Levis looking to throw near side, complete at the 35-yard line. Number 88, Dan Chesna, 5th-year wide receiver, who, as I said a moment ago, I did see that he did get a full scholarship. So congratulations to him. From the 41-yard line, 1st and 10, blue squad. Levis looking to throw once again. Deep down the far sideline, has a man at the 18. That's Chesna once again. Touchdown, Penn State. Beautiful pass by Will Levis. Levis is a guy, too. Probably the 3rd string quarterback. One of the 6 or 7 might not even make the full-time roster. They announced Chesna just got a full-time, awarded a full scholarship. So, like I said, congratulations to him. Beautiful pass from Levis to Chesna for the touchdown. There's Trace McSorley's parents. 16-7 is your score. Blue leads the white. 15 seconds to play.
A track star came to Penn State just as a regular student, walked on to the football team, decided he would be a track star instead. He was so good on the track team that they offered him a scholarship, but he missed football so much that he turned down the track scholarship to become a walk-on again for football. Now he's a fifth-year senior with a scholarship.
Well, I think he walks pretty fast, too, because this kid can fly. He's a 100-meter champion out of
Going back to the schedule. Purdue, Iowa, Michigan, and Michigan State in October. That's going to be like walking through hell. Come November, they have a bye the first week of November before going to Minneapolis, Minnesota to play the Golden Gophers of Minnesota, before hosting Indiana at Ohio State, and then Rutgers to end the regular season. And by that point, hopefully they're at least 6-6 and go into another bowl game. Obviously would like, as we come to the end of the third quarter, would like to at least be 8-4, 9-3, if not better. Obviously the goal for every college team and NFL team is to win as many games as possible, however many games are on your schedule. 11, 12, 13 if you go to a conference championship game, 16 in the NFL, plus the playoff games, Super Bowl victory at that point as well. You always want to get one undefeated, and you always want to win championships. Penn State hasn't won a Big Ten title in a couple years now. They went to the Rose Bowl that year, lost to USC. Would like another one of those. Penn State hasn't won a national championship, though, since January 1 in 1987, the 1986 season, when they defeated Miami in the Fiesta Bowl. So, season, hopefully, it'll be here before we know it, but hopefully it's going to be here like that, which it will be. I don't want to go another long summer without any football, but that's why I'm going to start doing a flashback live reactions. I announced this during the latest wrestling video over on YouTube. I'm going to start doing flashback live reactions of older, already games that have already taken place in both college and the NFL, and older wrestling pay-per-views. I'm going to be doing flashback live reactions of college and NFL football games and WWE pay-per-views and events right here on Periscope. So be sure to follow me right here on Periscope, CoolHandLuke96. Twitter is also the same. Gridiron 18 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube to Gridiron Ring. I am, and I will continue to, once these streams are done and over with right here on Periscope, I will download the video and then upload those to YouTube, which I'm currently doing right now as I speak as well. So with YouTube creating the new policy, having to have 1,000 subscribers, I went back to Periscope. That's why I'm on Periscope right now. Live reactions, play-by-play of Penn State Blue-White game. Blue leads the white 17-7, entering the fourth and final quarter of play. So be sure to check out this video over on YouTube, this audio recording here this evening, because I'm testing out the audio-only broadcast on Periscope right now. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Chat, questions, and comments, greatly appreciated. Links in the description below if you're listening, watching on YouTube. Links in the description of all YouTube videos for social media for Gridiron Ring and myself, CoolHandLuke96. So Dan Chesna was just awarded a full-time scholarship. And White will have the ball.
Yeah, lost and all that. Not every fast person can play the game. There's a lot of them who tried and couldn't. They couldn't catch the run routes. They didn't have enough toughness. But this kid can.
This is James Franklin walking down the line of Special Olympic kids who I believe
Getting the Special Olympics involved as well, so always fun and exciting to see them play some football. Looks like we're gonna get them involved on some plays. They're standing on the sideline right now.
As well as with his family. Lifelink program on campus here that helps students with special needs is so important for Penn State too.
Special Olympics on the field right now at Beaver Stadium during the 2019 Penn State Blue-White game. I'm watching this live for the first time, even though it already took place earlier this afternoon. Do not know what happens. Obviously, it's 17-7 right now, going into the fourth quarter. Special Olympics huddled up. Looks like they're going to be going to play offense against the blue defense. We are Penn State. Special guest quarterback Trace McSorley, who will be hopefully playing in the NFL next year. Crowd excited to see him. McSorley gets a snap, hands off. Couple missed tackles from the blue defense before Micah Parsons actually ball the game. The play is still live. I believe the one player got tripped up there, fell down at the 10-yard line before scoring a touchdown, so that's fun to see. Zombie Nation playing. Whoa, 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 oh, oh, we are Penn State. So another touchdown, Penn State. Doesn't actually count towards the actual game. Yeah, he tripped up at the 10-yard line. Was untouched by any of the Penn State players. So Micah Parsons, you don't have anything to worry about. Hopefully you don't do that during the regular season, though. No, he's never down. I mean, college rolls, though, once you hit the ground, you're down by contact regardless. NFL, you can fall down and get back up because you have to be touched by other players on defense to be down to end the play. So that's fun to see. A lot of programs, a lot of college teams have been doing this as of late. White ball at the 25-yard line. Michael Johnson Jr. in at quarterback. Continue broadcast. Broadcast details. What do we got here? Can you guys hear me? We're just going to keep it like this, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what happened. The app went out, and then I got back in the app, and oh well, that's in the past. Got back in the app, and it asked if I want to continue the broadcast, so I clicked yes, and it actually came up as a video, which I didn't want. So yeah, hopefully this is still just audio. I believe it is, but almost done here with the broadcast anyway, so yeah. It is what it is. Blue-White game's almost over here, so once again, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching.
You know what it's like to just keep running. What did Franklin then have to say to you?
He just said he loved me. He's glad that I'm here. I just told him I appreciate it. Thank you for being here.
So the white squad punts. Missed the past couple plays because of what just happened. So some technical difficulties with the Periscope audio-only broadcast, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Like I said, I was just testing it out here this evening anyway. I normally just do an actual live stream and you get to see me in person. So I'll continue to do that starting this Monday once again for WWE Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. 8:48 to play, 1st and 10. And Clifford in the ball game rolls out to his left, runs out of bounds around the 39-yard line. Flag on the play.
Just try to earn my spot. My big thing is just control what I can control and just do the best I can. Whatever's in other people's hands is in other people's hands, and leave the rest to God.
Dan, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. He'll do well. He'll do well. He'll get better. Things will slow down for him, but he's still promoted at the same pace. It's not good news for the rest of the Big Ten.
In high school, you ran the 100 in 10:52. The Penn State school record in 4x100. The outdoor truck season.
1st and 20 after the penalty from the 45-yard line. Clifford looking to throw. Complete, number 81. That is Cam Sullivan Brown. Number 81, Cam Sullivan Brown. Junior wide receiver from Maryland on the reception. He's another guy to keep an eye out for on the offensive side. As Penn State will try to look to replace Jawan Johnson. Handoff, Noah Kane. About a yard on that carry. Under 8 to play. 7:45 exactly. 17-7 Blue leads the White.